Hi, I'm Stellan Skarsgård. Welcome to the Medicus. He's a very funny character because he's like it was great fun playing him. He's like a big child. He behaves like a child, definitely, and he's brutal and he's kind and he's vulgar and he's funny and he's sad and he's full of self-pity, and he basically is like we all are, but we hide it better than he does. I think it's a relationship full of love, but none of them will ever admit it. Especially not the barber. He will not admit that he has any affection for Rob at all. He thinks of the good side in him. He thinks it's just a weakness. So he will never admit that. He childishly thinks it's a letdown and that Rob is deserting him, but deep down he's just extremely saddened. It's like he has brought up this boy and now he gets left there. It's a sad moment. And I don't think you know very much about it because during the Dark Ages, as we say, this is not much was recorded, so we know very little. We know from excavations and stuff, and we know sort of what kind of tools they had, but there's not very many records of how life was at that time. So, I mean, basically, the film people have done a lot of research, of course, to be accurate in terms of what they've built and the tools they've made and stuff like that. But you don't know much. But you know a lot of things they didn't know about. X-ray, for instance. Because he was going to the Middle East, and as a Christian, he would have been executed at that time. So he had to disguise himself as a Jew, and to become a Jew and not be exposed, he also had to circumcise himself, which is a pretty brutal thing to do. I think it's a film about toleration and the importance of toleration, that we tolerate each other no matter what religion we have. But it also brings up the subject of the conflict between science and religion, and where religion sometimes tries to hinder scientific progress, and where religion interferes in other people's lives and tries to decide not only what you eat or who you sleep with, but what you can do and what you can think. And when religion becomes sort of not a personal matter of faith, when it becomes an intolerant instrument of interference in other people's lives. It was lovely, and I worked mostly with Tom and his younger version, but mostly with Tom, and it was very important that we found a good connection, because we have there's a love relationship between the barber and Tom's character, but we never say anything nice to each other, so it has to be underneath. It has to have a foundation of love, so you can feel it in the film anyway. And I think we found that. And Tom is not only extremely charming and beautiful young man to look at on the screen, but he's also a very fun and smart actor to work with. So I had a great time with him. It is a classic adventure film with a grand visual adventure film of the kind that you don't see that much today. Today, most of the films of this size, of this visuality, are more action-packed and more like roller coasters. But this is, I hope it does well, because it could be the revival for a very nice type of films that we don't see that often. A couple of other movies coming out, and the Railway Man with Colin Firth and Nicole Kidman, and the Nymphomaniac film with Lars von Trier that is opening the same day as this one is, and And then I have another film with the Norwegian director Hans Petter Moland. It's called In Order of Disappearance. It's a criminal, crime, comedy, strange film that opens soon. And I just finished Cinderella with Kenneth Branagh in England. And what I'll do next, I'm not sure about, because I'll take January off, definitely, and then we'll see. Das war ein Ausflug in meine Welt des Kinos. Wir sehen uns im nächsten Cineplex. Viel Spaß bei der Medicus.